Welcome to PPR Podcast number 158. My name is Paul Rudy, the star of the podcast, and the star of everything I do pretty much is Mr. Bert Grossman. He's always in the right seat, and I believe it is your job to introduce today's special guest.
He needs no introduction. Jase Nix from San Marcos High School.
And there he is, on spring break. He joins us now from, is this the privacy of your boudoir?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
We're doing great. So how are you doing? What are you doing?
Doing good, man. Just chilling. Can't complain. I'm going to San Jose State today at 3:45.
For a visit?
Yeah, for a visit. I'm watching the spring practice.
Oh, very cool. Hey, can we just start out? Where's the count at right now? How many offers are you sitting on?
6 right now. I'm talking to a couple other schools as well.
And can you review with us the 6 that have reached out to you?
Yes. So I have Toledo, University of Arizona, Nevada, San Diego State, San Jose State, and Fresno State.
And that obviously will pick up as you're going to have.
Do I get to ask any questions?
Yeah, but what year is this?
He's a junior. He'll be a senior.
He'll be a senior. So obviously this will pick up from here. So it's a good start. All right, Bert, why don't you chime in?
Jace, I don't know if you watched the show. We did Eric Weddle one time, and he had, similar to what you got in the background, you got to update that with some frames on those things right there on the jerseys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Eric got like gold frames on his and everything. It makes it look big. I like yours, though. All right, Jace, I got a question for you, because I follow you on social media. We talk a lot about 7-on-7, how crazy it's got, the Cam Newton thing, everything else. Does anybody get mad when you're blowing a kiss after all your touchdowns to him?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely 7-on-7. 7-on-7, I mean, I've been playing that for a long time, and I think I've probably made a name for myself as being a little bit of a, I would say I talk a little bit, but it's just like playful, just jokes. After the game, we always, shake it up with every other team, and it's friendly.
All right, so what would Coach Carroll do if you did that in an actual game after a touchdown?
Oh, he probably wouldn't be too happy about it. He likes it, but he only wants me to do it on the sideline with my teammates.
Well, give us a little example of what it is. What do you do?
Oh, like the celebration?
Yeah. Show us one.
Oh, so if it's during season, me and my teammates, so either me and Crete or this past season, me and Justice Woods, we would plan before the game. We're like, if I get in the end zone, we'll do such and such. And it's a fun little thing that we like to do.
Well, come on, now I got to see it.
Do the blow kiss. Do the 7-on-7.
Yeah, come on. Oh, that's nothing. Do you have your own gritty or something?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm like the hugest celebrator, but I do like to do a little handshake here and there.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, hey, whatever floats your boat.
Did you ever do that?
No, I rarely scored, so I.
Did you ever score a touchdown?
Yeah, I scored 3 in my high school career.
Really?
Yeah, but they're all big plays though.
We love it.
They were big. They were big.
He did not.
I scored 3 touchdowns in my high school career.
Stop.
I'm
not.
But I didn't dance. I mean, I was from the school, Marcus Allen School. Act like you've been there before, and I had been there twice before in my third one.
Marcus Allen School. You're 20 years older than him. How could you be from his school?
No, he's my age.
Okay.
That was his thing, was score, act like you've been in the end zone before.
Chase, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
I'm sorry, Chase. I cast no dispersions.
Hey, no worries.
We're separated by several generations. I get it.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So, Jace, let me ask you a question. I hear a lot. You guys have, Crete's coming back. You guys have a top receiving core. You hear a lot about Lincoln, Mount Miguel, maybe even Cathedral a little bit. Where do you guys rank going into next year as far as you obviously have the quarterback, so in order to have the receiving room, you have to have a quarterback. Where do you guys think you rank in that conversation coming forward?
Honestly, in my opinion, I do think we're one of the top teams in San Diego. I think our receiving core, I don't think anybody can mess with us. In my opinion, I think me, Brady Pohl, Caleb, and then having Cam Betts and Tabari Lane back there running back, I just think us being older this year, I think we're going to be a completely different squad, to be honest.
So aspirations of the Open?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I love the new playoff change. I think that was great.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, let's talk about that. So the way it works now, you play your season, you play all your non-conference, whatever you want to do, however you want to schedule, hard or easy. And then at the end of that, you're seeded, and the top 8 teams going to the Open or top 4?
Top 4 to Open, and then
top 4
rest go to 1, I think.
Rest go to 1. So the battle is to be in the top 4 by the end of the regular season, correct?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think, honestly, I think we can be in there. I think we can be in Open, and I think we can compete.
So when you said, I know I saw this, I talked to Coach Joyner at Modern Day and even Cathedral for a while. These teams, they said they want to be in the Open, and if they don't get in the Open, it's this letdown, but then they go on and win Division I, and then they'll win like the state championship. Is that a letdown? Because it's kind of a hard new thing. Like if you shoot for Open and you don't get it, but you still win state at Division I, is that a letdown, or is that not, or last 48 hours?
A state title is a state title, is it not?
No, exactly. That's my point.
Well, you finish the argument for us, Jase.
I do agree. I think a state championship is a state championship. And I think Division I is still competitive. But honestly, I think everybody would want to be in Open. But also, if you do make that D1, I think I would be fine with that. But I want my aspirations to be in Open.
Fair enough. You come from a line of pretty good wide receivers in that neck of the woods. Why is that? You have an NFL example in your face that you work out with, do you not?
Oh yeah, I was actually just with Kyle a couple of days ago working out with him. But I've been around San Marcos since probably I was like 5 years old. So I've seen a bunch of guys, and I've got to learn a bunch of different things. And I do think a big part of that is my dad, because my dad is the receiver coach, and he has been there for almost, I think, 12 to 13 years. So he's been a big part, and just I think the whole program, the way we've ran, is it's always been solid.
So your dad taught Phillips, who now works out with you, and I'm curious, give us a tip that has worked its way from dad. I'm sure he's taught you directly as well, but what's something Kyle Phillips has taught you that resonates in your head when you stand in the huddle?
Be a mean blocker. Since I'm already small, I have to show that I need to be physical and show that I can hit.
What's the JC stand for? You were bringing up your dad. What's JC stand for in your dad?
He doesn't like it, but his full name's Jerry Charles, so he goes by JC.
Jerry Charles. All right. When I see him, do I call him Jerry or Jerry Charles? Or just JC?
Call him JC. Because I always tell, like, just to mess with him, I'm like, what's up, Jerry? See, he doesn't like it, but I just do it just as a joke.
Hey, can I follow up on that real quickly?
Yeah.
Be a mean blocker. That's a great piece of advice, because
especially in high school, nobody does that.
Nobody blocks, and yet it's still a touchdown if you're the block that springs the back, that turns a 15-yard in to all the way to the house, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I've played varsity since my freshman year, and blocking has always been like a part of my game that I've always like need to excel at. And I truly do think my dad has instilled this into me, that blocking is probably one of the most important things as a receiver, and also being good at blocking will keep you on the field.
And what's the secret to being good on the blocking?
Got to get inside the shoulder pads and drive. Be patient too. Don't let them come to you.
How much do you, because I follow you on social media, and when I talk to people, they say what a hard worker you are in your work ethic, and it seems like you're always working out, or track, or football. Does that take a toll a little bit, or you ever just want a little time off to play 10 hours of Madden or anything?
Oh, so me personally, I don't really play video games, but my brother has taught me that recovery is like the most important part. So I do train a lot, but my recovery is also good. Like, I'm using Normatec boots. I'm seeing my trainer at San Marcos, Paul, and I'm also stretching and like taking ice baths. So there's a bunch of things that go into it, but there is also some times where I'm like, well, obviously I do want to chill. Like, do I really want to go work out right now? But then I got to think, like, what I want for myself in the future. I gotta go work out.
What's Normatec boots?
Things have changed since us. We used to rehydrate with Michelob.
They're like, honestly, I couldn't really tell you what they are. I just know that they do work a lot.
What do they do?
And I use them at my school.
What do you do? Are they boots?
They're like some boots, and it's like compression. Probably like something with the blood flow or something. But they're like boots, and they compress every muscle in your legs.
Maybe we should get them. You wear compression socks, right?
Yeah, yes, but that's to keep my kidneys functioning. Hey, Jase, leave the camera where it is, and go to the backdrop and take us through what every one of those jerseys and emblems stand for, okay?
Okay, for sure. Okay.
Speak loudly so we can hear you.
Okay, so the corner one is first year of Pop Warner. That's what's the cost of Pop Warner.
Okay.
And then was during when I started playing Crete, tackle was Crete.
Okay.
And then medals, this is Arcadia Invitational from last year.
Uh-huh.
This is from this year. This is from this past weekend from the 4x1.
You guys won?
This was my CIF Division 1 100-meter championship one.
Uh-huh.
From last year. And then this my belt last year in the 4x1. This one was last year. This was the 4x2, 4x200.
Yeah.
And then these are all done. This was 100. They're all gold. This is 100, 200, and 4x1.
Uh-huh.
Jaguar Invitational. This was first in the 100-meter. Falcon Relay. First 4x1. Ooh, North County Confidence. Second in the 100. This was Jaguar Invitational again. This was want to say 4x1 second. Conference. Second 4x1. These are all my third place medals.
Wow.
Also Mount Carmel, Falcon, Mount Carmel, Falcon, North County, Mount Carmel.
So it's safe to say, come back to us, Jase. Come back to us because the audio's a little harder. Safe to say, you take great pride in your track and field work as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Track, I began to when I first started track, I did not like it. I'll admit it, but now I really do love it. And one of my goals is to also run track in college, like football and track. That's like my ultimate goal. But we'll see.
Tell them what the likelihood of a football coach allowing him to do that is.
Slim to none. I mean, spring ball. I got a question because you might have missed this, but this is what people are going to be asking. Do you really have black silk satin sheets on your bed?
Yeah, I do.
For real?
Yeah.
All right.
You got like a liquor cabinet next to it too?
Where are the candles, kid?
Incense burning.
I do actually have a refrigerator in my room right next to my desk.
Man.
Why do you go there?
It's like that Saturday Night Live skit with Leon, remember?
Yeah,
Cavassier.
All right.
Wait, I got one question.
Okay,
now
go
we're
ahead.
joking. All right, Jase, I got this question because I saw again. I think it was when you visited Arizona. You wore that big hat, and it looks cool when you go to a visit. Why is it such a clown show when we put it on the player of the game, the KOSI big hat, but everybody loves the recruiting big hats?
Oh, I love when I got to wear the big hat last year. I thought it was really funny. But honestly, I don't really know. Whenever I do go to visits and I'm allowed to take pictures, the big hats are always there, and I'll put them on because I think it's funny.
It looks good in recruiting the college ones, but ours just comes off weird. Well, I think we need a new logo.
Kids like Chase make it work, and the kid Carson Howard made it work. And if you don't want to wear it, you don't have to wear it. But I'll tell you what,
I think I pulled it off when I got to wear it after Mira Mesa. I think I pulled it off.
You filled it up with your performance on the field is how you filled it up. So let's talk a little bit about that. Tell us what it takes to be a D1 wide receiver in your view, beyond the blocking. Is it all foot speed?
Oh, so for me, I think what it takes to be D1 is hard work. I personally, from a young age, I started at a young age. I started working out with my brother probably around 4th, 5th grade. And the number one thing for me, what I was always working on, is speed and catching the ball. I think those are the two, and obviously running perfect routes. You want that too. Those are the three big things, in my opinion. Speed, hands, and routes. If you can perfect all of those and have a good mindset and grades, I think that's what it takes to be D1.
All right, so tell me how, because watching you get a lot of separation, which a lot of people can't get the separation. Is that just in run the perfect route, or is there something different that changes you get in separation?
So for me, I do a lot of like reactionary stuff, release stuff, and drills to like, and just like running routes, literally just running routes at full speed. That comes into like the separation because someone's in front of me, and with the reactionary stuff that I do, they shoot like I do it. So my receiver coach, he would shoot his arm. I, dip, go. Same then when it comes with routes, it just all depends on where the DB is at. For me, if he's lined up inside and I'm trying to run a post, I'll stem at him, hit him with the rocker step, left, right, and just go. Because with me, I beat him with speed. I don't try to do too much.
I love talking to this.
Did you get on it?
Yeah, because you had one of the catches of the year last year in that it was featured in Carroll's Corner, I believe, right?
Yep, that was an honor to be in. It was.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we'll talk about that, but tell us about that grab particularly. When you make your highlight reel of all your greatest grabs, where does that one rank?
I'm pretty sure I had that one. I want to say like third or fourth, because
Really?
I like to show. So for me, from my huddle, I have my first one is one showing my speed. Same with two, and then I'll have like another big play, and then there was that one.
Wow.
And that one was like that catch was probably one of my best catches in high school for sure. Because like I personally didn't think I was gonna get there. I dove and just put my hands out and caught it.
And then it gets featured in Carroll's Corner, who I assume Coach John Carroll pretty well, because I assume he shows up at practice on a regular basis, or does he?
He does for sure.
And what's
he'll come to summer practices sometimes when he can, obviously when he can. But being in Carroll's Corner was truly an honor for me because I know his history and I know how like big his name is. So for me, that was just like it was truly an honor to be in Carroll's Corner.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, Jase, take me through. You're going to, I don't know, do you know the itinerary? What do you do on the weekend at San Jose State? I know they got spring practice. So what's that weekend look like? How long you there? What do you guys do?
So today, I just fly in today. Tomorrow, practices is in the morning. And I know they said they wanted me to get in the meetings and then just watch the whole practice. And I think, because Emmett Brown goes there now, which was my quarterback freshman year. And I have like really good friends with him. So I'm pretty sure he's going to give me the tour of the campus and the facilities, which I'm really excited for.
When do you want to commit? Do you want to commit before the season? You're going to wait?
I think what I want to do is I want to try to commit around summertime before season. That's my goal. But if that doesn't happen, it doesn't. But that's what I really want to do.
Bert, if you were a D1 prospect that was about to make his college commitment, and you were looking a way to make maximum impact to share it with the world, how would you make your decision known?
I'm from Philadelphia, and I'd fly out here just to be on PPRs.
Or Good Morning San Diego and do it that way.
As long as you're there, that's the important thing.
Yeah. What do you think about that idea?
I love that idea. I've always wanted to do that. I remember when I was little watching Terrell Burgess do his, and since then I've always wanted to do mine on KUSI.
Ding, bing! You're back to back.
He's favored for your silver pigskin already.
You're already on. Well, you were on the silver pigskin watch list to begin with.
Now he's favored.
I was making note of the fact that the rise in quarterback play here in San Diego has been significant. I don't know if you want to use maybe with Braxton Burmeister, then Tyler Buchner, and then Julian Sayin, and then you got Akili Smith, and now you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a quarterback. And PETA, don't get mad at me. It's just an expression we use in the Midwest. So the rise of good quarterback play doesn't happen without the rise of good receiver play. So which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Quarterbacks definitely come first, in my opinion, because we can't do anything without them. I mean, for me, like with having Creed going down week 4 against Torrey Pines, we had Bradley Jenkins, our backup, and he played phenomenal. So having quarterback play is definitely one of the most important things, probably the most important thing in football. Because quarterback's definitely the hardest position, in my opinion, because I had to play it a little bit last season. and that is it's really hard.
What do you think? Because, a lot of the old school people, not me, but Paul, some other old school people, 7-on-7 gets a bad rap, or even club 7-on-7. But to his point, I mean, it's kind of, you can see the rise in high school quarterback play with the rise of 7-on-7 in clubs. So you think that has a lot to do with it? Because I do.
Yeah, no, I think 7-on-7 definitely is like, if you're a young guy and you want to get better, 7-on-7 is definitely a thing to do. Like for me, I started playing high school 7-on-7 in 8th grade. Like Coach Kevin Brown, Fast Camp Athletics, he put me in high school at a very young age, which helped me excel really well because I was playing with bigger, stronger kids, and it got me better knowledge of the game, and it helped me like for when I did get to high school, it was way easier because I've already been playing at that speed for so long.
Are you still at Fast Camp?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Fast Camp or no camp?
My God, KB's like family to me for sure.
That is Fast Camp or no camp, right?
Yeah, Fast Camp or no camp all day, every day.
We left a name out of this conversation.
Who?
Who's the funniest coach you've ever played for?
Oh, funniest coach I've ever played for.
Because I'll tell you who the funniest coach I've ever. Jason Texler is absolutely hysterical.
It has to be Coach Texler. I ever since I was young, I've known Texler since I was really young. He's always known how to make me laugh. He's super funny.
Boy, he was a comedian. He was a stand-up comic.
Was he?
Yeah, he was a stand-up comedian. Yeah, he was.
He's always seemed so serious to me.
No.
I never seen him laugh.
He's only serious.
He does look very serious, but he can crack a ton of jokes.
Yeah. So, like, what's that battle of wits like? Because I'm assuming Coach Carroll is more of a defensive-oriented guy, and Jason is obviously about ringing the bell. Which one do those guys go at it and practice pretty hard?
Oh no, I would say they have a really great relationship. I think all of our coaches do. I don't think once have our coaching staff have got into us, at least in front of us. I think they have a great relationship, and that's just us as a whole program. I think as a team and like the way we're connected, like we're all it's a family.
You gonna play a little? I think the game we did, you played a little defenses in that game.
Oh yeah. I play a little defense. I mean, I can play for sure, but offense is they always want to keep me 100% for offense. But if they need me to step in there, I will. Well,
before we wrap this up, I want to talk quickly about the school down the road from you. That game between the Discovery Bowl, if you will. Could you talk a little bit about what's it like to play Mission Hills, and could you discuss that rivalry a little bit?
I mean, for me, I've never liked Mission because obviously growing up in San Marcos Night, never liked the Grizzlies over there. But it's always a really great game. It's always a fun rivalry. Like I can't explain like how fun it is to play in that game because I've watched since I was young. All the big games. I mean, how it is a big game, and just being able to play in it, and just having that rivalry I think is really fun and cool.
As a high school athlete, what's your record against the Grizzlies? You've played them 3 times now?
Sadly, I'm 0-3. I'm 0-3. But this year, mark my words, right now, we're winning this year for sure.
But you got, I'm sure at the track meet, you're tearing Mission Hills up though, right?
Oh yeah. I didn't lose. Yeah, I didn't lose to them.
What's your
track? I got them.
What's your event?
So I run the 100, 200, and 4x100.
Have you come across Arrington yet?
Yeah, I can't. Brandon's one of my really good friends. I actually raced against him on Saturday, and I got 3rd.
And he
ran 10.44, which was crazy. I ran a 10.8, and that's fast. And he ran a 10.44 as a sophomore.
That was in the rain too, weren't you guys running in the rain?
Yeah, it was in the rain. Yeah, it was in the rain too.
So he ran a 10.4, which I'm trying to think. What was Reggie Bush's? What was the mark he was trying to beat? Reggie ran a 10.5, so he already beat Reggie.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Keenan Christians is like a 10.3. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah,
I think that's the record. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I think Brandon has the record.
I forgot about Keenan. Yeah.
Oh God, I knew that we were leaving. I asked the question: was that the fastest? It wasn't the fastest.
It was Keenan. Yeah.
Keenan Christian. All right, well, young man, we'll let you get your bag packed.
Do you need any pictures or anything from him?
Oh,
before he gets on the plane.
Before you go, I need pictures of you blowing kisses, a video of that, and email them to me. prudy at
sure.
KUSI.com. Prudy at or retransfer them to me at prudy at KUSI.com. Prudy, R-U-D-Y at KUSI.com.
Prudy at KUSI.com.
Prudy at KUSI.com. And what else do I need? I need pictures of you and your dad together if you got anything.
Jerry?
Yep.
And
Jared.
send that to me. And, and if you got any pictures or video of you and Kyle.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got you guys.
Please send me that, and please do that before you leave, because I'm going to start cutting this up today, and I want to, the way we work it, I'll post the raw thing to YouTube today, and then later tonight I'll start putting stuff on social media. In that email to me, send me your social media Twitter, IG.
Nobody has Facebook.
Are you on Facebook?
I think I am.
Or then Facebook too. All right. Hey,
Yeah, I got you guys. I'll get on that right now.
Young man, you're a delight to speak with, and
Pleasure. Thank you guys so much.
I'll pass along my phone number so that you can call me if you want to do it on Good Morning San Diego or wherever you want to do it live. We can have a live camera there, and we can make it fun and memorable for you. If you don't want to, you're under no obligation. A lot of kids say they will.
I'm definitely going to get back to you guys on that.
All right. The invitation stands open to anybody, okay? All right, you're loved and respected. PPR Podcast number 158
Thank you guys so much.
Is over. Turn off the machines, please.
Thanks, Chase.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Nice.